So we're here with Jonathan A. Day, starting off his day feeding the cattle. Jonathan is a senior at Estancia High School, and he got a pretty big, important seat on the board of the state FFA. What's your position again, Jonathan?
I'm the New Mexico FFA District 3 President, State Vice President.
Okay. And so, how many people from Estancia have had that before? Or is it pretty often that people from Estancia get that, or has it been a while?
It's been a long time. The last one that I know of was Lane Widener, and I think it was.
That's got to be 25, 30 years ago at least,
yeah,
right?
It was a while ago.
Yeah.
That he was in, and I think he's the only other one. I know under Mr. Harbert, I'm the first one for sure.
So yeah, Milt Harbert's been teaching FFA Ag at Estancia High School for what, about 11, 12 years, something like that?
Yeah, somewhere in there.
Yeah, so that's pretty good. So tell me a little bit about what your duties are, and also how it's different this year compared to a normal year, like with doing stuff online sometimes.
So, as a state officer, usually you'll do a lot of traveling, meeting up with other state officers throughout the nation, and basically, in every state event that we have to plan, carry out, make sure everything goes okay. There's 3 or 4 people that work in the state office that are a lot of help to us, but this year it's been a lot different, I guess, and a lot of stuff on Zoom, a lot of events looking a lot different, and it's been so much different, and I don't know. Seems maybe that we don't do near as much, but
Yeah, you don't have anything to compare it to because you've never done it before.
yeah, exactly.
Do you talk to any of the people that are with any of the adults that are with the state, and did they say how different it is this year compared to others? Is it more work for them or less work, or did they say?
State staff, I think for them it was more of just a learning experience.
Yeah.
And that was what made it harder for them.
Right.
But that's definitely what they struggled with, and they've done a lot for us and made stuff really easy for us, and just trying to make it as good of an experience as it would be if we would ever do this in person. And it's just been a lot different.
Yeah, yeah. So, would you say that's the highlight so far of your high school career, or would you say? I mean, of course, you went to Scotland. Jonathan and a judging team with a couple of other kids went to Scotland. They got second in Denver, second in the nation, in a big show in Denver, and he specializes in judging. So, would you say that was the highlight of your career, or would you say that this honor, being on the state board, is really the highlight, or is there something else?
I think between those two, it's pretty hard to pick.
Yeah.
I know becoming a state officer, it's not an easy task. We go through a 2-day kind of a rigorous interview thing where we have to go through what they call the nominating committee, and that's pretty hard, and that's why it's so much it seems like a relief once you're in, and it's just been a great time so far. And in Scotland, yeah, that was great. And I don't know, between those two, what's been better.
Yeah.
Pretty good things that have been able to happen in my life.
Right. And normally, would you have animals in the barn? Would you be showing this time of the year?
Not at this time.
No.
Mostly about April, I'll get some hogs, and then I'll start up with them. And right now, it's winter. I mean, we're just hauling silage and feeding cows and working on mechanicking on stuff that went wrong during the summer, basically.
Right.
Yeah.
So your ag class is on Zoom now, and that's a lot different too, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, definitely a lot different. We're kind of trying to do the same stuff that we would do in the classroom. It's just a little bit different. We can't go out to the shop and do things.
Right.
And for me, fortunately, I'm able to get out and do some of the things that I would do in the shop, welding, things like that.
Here on the farm?
Yes.
Yeah,
And
right.
It's just for some kids really, really a lot different, and some kids need to go to school. That's their time to just kind of get away and hang out with their friends.
Right. And I know you played basketball for a few years too. Were you planning on playing this year?
Oh yeah, definitely. I was definitely planning on playing basketball. That was by far the favorite sport that I had. I may not have been the most athletic kid, but I worked to get there, and it was never my favorite thing. The FFA has always been my passion in high school, and it's kind of a thing that's just ran in the family.
Right.
Besides Mariah, sports were her thing for sure.
Right.
And it's just, I don't know, throughout high school, FFA has been what I've been the best at and what I care for the most. And nothing against basketball. I love basketball.
Right.
It's fun. I love playing the game. I love hanging out with teammates, bus rides, and
right.
But the FFA, like I said, it's been the best for me, I think.
Your sister could pop some threes. Could you outshoot her from up beyond the arc or no?
Maybe in practice, not in the game.
Yeah. So you've been around animals all your life. It would probably be weird for you not to be around animals in the morning.
Oh yeah, definitely. It would be a weird day.
Yeah.
It would change a lot. I think it's gonna be so different when I go to college, not going to work every morning or just being with my dad. That's one of the best things about being around working with him is
right.
Just getting to spend time with him and the rest of my family as well. And I don't know, I love working it doesn't bother me at all.
Right.
I love doing it. So
yeah.
But I am looking forward to going to college.
You don't even mind getting out. At least it isn't super cold out today. But what about when it's like 0 degrees out and you got to come outside?
Yeah, no, that ain't very fun, but it'll warm up.
Yeah, I understand. So your granddad has his pumpkin farm around here too?
Yeah, it's about a mile and a half down the road, and he when he was younger he did 200 acres of pumpkins a year. Now he's getting older and it's a little harder for him to do it, and he's down to, I don't know, 65 acres of pumpkins. So I mean it's still a lot, but definitely more. He's a little easier for him.
Do you help him with that?
Yeah. Not really picking. He has a lot of guys come in that'll pick.
Right.
And when he needs help, yeah, if he doesn't have a lot of help picking, me and my dad will go over there if we don't have much
right.
going on.
But what about planting in that time of the year?
Mostly planting. I'll be here with my dad helping him plant corn because it's around the same time.
Oh,
and
okay.
My grandpa, he'll usually take care of planting his pumpkins, and I know for us that's a really busy time of the year. Definitely one of the busiest.
Right. So what are you thinking about doing next year? Are you going to go to state or no?
No, I'm going to go to West Texas A&M University.
Oh, okay. That's the one south of Amarillo?
Yes, sir.
Right, okay. The old what they used to call Texas State.
Western.
Texas Western, yeah, right.
Yeah.
No, it used to be called Canyon State.
West Texas State. It was a lot of different
Yeah.
things, I think, but-
Yeah, because El Paso was UTEP was West Texas State, wasn't
yeah.
it? I think at one time. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to have a lot more with Jonathan. I'm going to be writing a story about him, but I just thought I would introduce you to him, and we got started here, and we're going to sit down in a little while, maybe someplace a little bit warmer, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for tuning in, though. Chip Goodman with Jonathan A. Day.